this will work better now. Interesting. Technology has so many issues. So many issues. But hi, I'm glad you could join again. Tim, I'm working on a super basic theme that looks, I don't know, it looks really clean and looks good. I'm trying to make some things a little more like masculine. Let me see if I can show you. I think I have part of it loaded up here. This isn't it. That's an issue. It looks like, well, there's two different colors, but basically, oh wait, it's not even showing. There it is. It'll show. Anyway, very simple, much more basic, and if you want, you can just add a basic to-do list, a today to-do list to it. So if you have like do laundry, you can just add some basic ones there. Then it has the other things in here. Anyway, that's it. For the people that don't like the unicorns or the ponies. Or just animated stuff in general. Like sometimes I actually want something a little bit cleaner. That's why so there's also this other version. But it's basically the same, it's just in blue. But it's just basic and it just has, it's just a checklist. Very simple. No crazy colors going anywhere. Yeah. Well, I'm seeing an issue with this though. But that's good. This is how we make things better. Okay, great. I'll check this out shortly. I am noticing another issue on the practical themes, practical blue and practical amber. The flame icon should only show up when set a direction is complete. It basically should take the equivalent of the border glow, and it should switch from the star into the flame icon. So it should be a star icon if set a direction is still incomplete. It should only switch from a star icon to a flame icon if set a direction is complete. Can you please fix it so it does that? Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment. Honestly, some people would probably like having a theme like that. Which is wild, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how I don't follow politics, and I'm glad I don't. practical. What? Oh, I messed up. Okay, you're right. I actually messed that up. No, I do want it to be. I want it to go based on is your 3 first item completed. That's what it should be switched on. My point though is I'm looking right now and the do your number 1 thing is not completed, but it's still showing a flame icon and it should be showing a star icon right now because it's not completed. So on the practical blue theme and I think the practical amber theme, it's not displaying it correctly. Yeah, I couldn't tell you about anything that's going on in Romania right now, honestly. But to be fair, I don't pay attention to news. It's hard for me to tell you about what's going on in the U.S. Truly. Yeah, I found that I don't. If it's something I can't immediately do something about, I kind of just don't pay that much attention. Okay, let's see if we can get this fixed here. I've lost another 7 followers today, so far today. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, I think I may have misspoke again on this too. On the normal themes, there's usually the star counter and then the flame shows up next to it in addition when the first item is completed. Can we also make that happen for this? So we don't want the flame to replace the star, we just want it to appear on the other side of it, like it does on the other themes. I don't totally remember how I do this. Oh, it appears at the top of it. Honestly, I think the app looks pretty cool. Like, I'm relatively pleased. This setting needs to get better looking. Okay, let's see what this is doing right now. Yeah, let's just look and see what that looks like. Okay. No, that's not right. It seems like maybe the settings for this coach mark that I've attached in the screenshot aren't following the same settings as being seen and marking the state of being shown as the other coach marks, because I keep getting shown this one on different user accounts. Can you check and make sure this coach mark has the same exact settings for when it's shown, and then also if it tracks the state of if it's been shown, like all the other coach marks do? I think we have a best practices thing for coach marks. Can you make sure it's in the notebook and is being tracked properly? Also, it looks like when do your number one thing to do today is completed on the practical themes, the star icon is still being replaced with the flame icon, and I wanted the flame icon to show up next to it as opposed to switching, converting into it. Oh, yeah, get some. I hope you have a good rest of your night. And I will, thank you. I'm gonna try. Dang, you're up late. I hope you have a good day tomorrow, too. And thanks for keeping me company. I appreciate it. And all the support. Okay, let's see if this is working now. Maybe it will do it. The torture begins. No. Why do you say that? I hope it's... Remember, the world is what you think it is. Hopefully it'll be okay. Maybe it will even be good. Maybe, you know? Everything starts here. All the other stuff just happens. Life starts here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let them make comments. You see people make comments on this live stream sometimes. Let them. Feelings start here. Goodness starts here. People can say whatever they want. Let them. I think it's going to be... I believe in you. I think it'll be okay. And I'm also not trying to minimize. I understand that some people can be a struggle. But yeah, so much of life is just letting people be the way they're gonna be, and then I just get to do, or you just get to do whatever you want to do. But what will also help you have a good day is making sure you get enough sleep. So you need to get on that probably. Yeah. Family members, people like to make comments. They just can't help themselves. Fucking let them. Some people always gotta make comments. That's their personal stuff. It's working? Okay. Yeah, it's not super normal in the US, but I guess there's a lot of times it happens. Tattoos are interesting. People, I don't know, I've been around people that seem to care about it and some people that don't. And it's funny too, some people with tattoos, it matters more to them, it seems like, than to other people. But I don't know. I'm waiting for the computer to finish something, by the way. I'm not just like doing nothing. I'm not just like sitting. I mean, I guess I'm just also doing my nails, but sometimes I have to let the computer finish some things. Review. Okay, that shouldn't be approved. Oh, it looks like this now render side by side. Let's see how this works. Let's see if this actually worked. Switch to this. Didn't I finish this already? Oh. Okay, does that mean there's not a border glow or any type of indicator of when set of direction is done? How do we make that happen? Maybe the border glow should still exist on... Maybe we should pull that back in on the practical themes, the practical blue and the practical amber theme. Because I would like to show some way that says set of direction has been finished. Have a great night, Christine. Thanks for being here. And get some rest. Let's see what this looks like. That's cool. It looks like it's just showing the border as just a simple gray. Maybe we can actually make it the same color as Morning Questions, that gradient color glow, but just make the border the thin size that it is as opposed to the big thick one of the other things. So it'll still look like a color, the Morning Questions color, it just won't be as big and as obnoxious as the other themes. I hate this. It's still showing as just a thin gray one, at least from what I can tell. I don't see the thin blue, purple, pink gradient border. Close ARF and see if the gradient rule actually applies. Okay, let's see if this works. Something's breaking. Good morning, Deb. It looks like, so you've already started June 30th then. You're already in a whole nother day. I hope your day is wonderful. Or I hope you have exactly the type of day you want to have. Deb, have you tried the app? It's free. There's a link in there if you haven't tried. If you have already, you can ignore me. But I've definitely found it useful. It definitely changed my life and made it a lot better. And a lot of other people, it's been very helpful too. And it's easy enough. A 6-year-old uses it. And also people that are 66 years old use it. But it's a great way, whether you have a brain that has lots of scattered thoughts, if you want a little bit more structure in your life, or you just want a little bit better way to be a little bit more mindful and have slightly better days. It's very good for that. And it's free. That's what I'm working on right now. Oh, that was better. It fixed it. That worked. Deb, I think you're a good luck charm. I've been working on this for like an hour and it just fixed. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Oh, that's so great. That makes me so happy. Okay. So what else? Let's see what else I can knock out then. Oh, this is already dead. I already handle this. Task user feedback is what we're looking at here. Interesting. I wonder. Boys. Maybe I already fixed it? Okay. There is a stream of life coach mark that shows the first time a user taps into the stream of life. I'm pretty sure. Can you look at where that appears? Once it's been shown one time, can we set it up so that it shows again after 3 days? It reappears one more time as a reminder. And then also one more time after another 7 days. So it will appear once, the first time someone clicks into Stream of Life. Then 3 days later, anytime after 3 days later, if they go into Stream of Life, it will appear as an option. It will re-show, and then anytime after 7 days later, it will re-show again as an option. Can we set this up, please? is there anything that's a bad idea about setting it up this way? Or like, will this compromise the core V2 architecture or could cause race conditions, or is it fine to set it up this way? Like, how do the most successful billion plus user apps handle things like this? You did download the app? Please, thank you, first of all, for taking a chance and trying something new. And also, when you try it out, let me know. Let me know what you think. If you have any, especially, I mean, you can tell me positive things, and I hope you do find it useful, but anything that you don't like is really helpful for me to hear. If there's anything that's confusing or frustrating or just annoying, or anything when you're like using it where you're just like, those are perfect for me to, those are the most useful things for me to hear about, because then I can make it better for everyone. And most likely it won't just be you who thinks it. There's always at least one other person who's like, this didn't work for me, but I don't feel like saying something. So it's really helpful. Anyway, thank you so much for taking a chance on it. And I hope, this is the thing, anyone who actually, virtually almost anyone that's actually given it a few minutes and tried it out seems to have found it useful. So I hope you do as well. This comment says, what are you doing? I have a question for you. I am working on new versions of this app, trying to make it a little bit better every day. And so today, actually, I'm working on making a more simple, practical version of it, so that it so that more guys like using it. Because guys seem to have issues. Anytime the ponies show up, I think they're like, nah. So I just started having sun come in on me. So I'm trying to make something that looks a little bit more, oh wait, hang on. I think I just lost my camera here. Let me get this going here. That should be back and better. So I tried to make a simpler, more practical, just like more like a tool. I basically want to make a very basic version that's like as simple as like a tape measure is, where it's like just the number, like a very practical thing with no frills. This question says, who is sponsoring you? No one is sponsoring me. This is why I've been talking about how I need, wait, are you talking about just like, no one sponsoring? I'm not always online. I just try and be on as much as I can be, because I'm trying to get people to use this app. And I found that making reels, it takes me like 4 hours to make a 1 minute reel. And I don't have time to do that every day. I still want to try and do that today. But I found that if I just work on the app while I'm live streaming, I can kind of do both at the same time. It's not super effective, but that way it's like I can at least be here. And also you can just see me doing it kind of doing it. So yeah, the reason I live stream all the time is to get awareness about this app, because it's really important, and I don't know how long I'll be able to do it. Hopefully I'll be able to keep getting it going and either get enough subscribers or get people to invest. I've been looking for investors to see if I can, get this growing. But Zaza, if you haven't, I don't know if you're still watching this or not. If you haven't tried the app, it's worth checking out. Like, or at least I feel strongly, if I've spent so much time online doing this, it should give you some indication of how important I think it is. So it's free, it's worth checking out, in my opinion. And Deb, thank you again. Where are you at in Australia? Oh, Zaza, you are still here, okay. It's hard to tell who's actually online and who's not. The internet is just weird for me. Oh, Zoha is your name. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for being here. Here, I'll show you the new version. So there's obviously like the ponies version and stuff like that. Maybe you haven't seen it. But then the new version I'm working on, let's see, so this should show up in a second. So there's this version. Hopefully it'll show up in a second. Yeah, it should. There's just a little delay. Okay, so this is what it looks like just with the ponies version. A lot of guys don't seem to like this version as much. I use the ponies because, or at least have been historically, because my disposition, my mental state trends down over time. And so it just makes me laugh. Like if I'm doing something and it just makes me, it's so dumb, and I like to laugh. I forget to laugh a lot of times. I get too serious about everything. So it helps me. But I'm basically made a different version. What I've been working on is a more practical looking one. And so this is it's just very basic. And it's just like a checklist. And so you can have your different ingredients on there and anyone can use it. And then there's also this like very basic to-do list. That's really helpful too. So let's say if I wanted to, all these ingredients are things that are part of like a good day. Is a good day for me every day, and you can put your own ingredients. That's the whole idea is everyone has different things that make a good day for them. And this app helps you figure out what makes a good day for you. And your things may be very different than someone else's things or your sister's things or my things, but you get to figure it out and then you know. But then also, so like that to-do list at the very top, you could just put basic things that you don't need to do every day. Let's say like do laundry or mail that package or whatever. So you can have a basic to-do list too and check things off that way. Like so. Anyway, so that's what all that is. I'm gonna plug in that though because we don't need to just have this going all day long. Let's see. Oh, hi Claire. Who's on? You asked a question earlier, but I can't remember what it was. Then you were. They asked, this person on TikTok is asking if I worked for Jimmy Fallon or Kimmel. No, I never worked for Fallon or Kimmel. I was brought in on a job. I was brought in. That's just where I met. That's just the job I was brought in to handle. If that's why you're asking. I was hired by her management at the time. Okay. Let's see. So let's try and get back to. Short answer. The plan is safe for Core V2 and is how large apps do it with 2 small refinements worth knowing. I'm asking Claude about this. I asked Lovable if this was a good plan, and this was their response. Do you agree with their assessment? Okay. Let's see. Soon, I'm gonna need to see if I can start practicing for the salsa class tonight. My legs are kind of messed up, and I don't even know if I can do it, but if I'm gonna try getting to this thing at all tonight, I'm gonna need to do some type of practice. Okay. And hi, by the way, thanks for joining. If you haven't tried the app, I recommend it. There's a link down at the bottom. It's free. It's free. It costs nothing. And I spent a lot of time making it to make something good. So it's available. If you haven't checked it out, a lot of people have tried it besides me and like it. I'm gonna show you just a basic thing. There's a new, I've been working on making a more basic version of it too, so you can see what it is. But basically it's just a way to help you figure out, well, what makes a good day for you. And so you have this very practical, concrete version in front of you where you can keep track of just the different elements or ingredients in your day that help make a good day for you. And those things may be different for you than for like your sister or your mom or me. Everyone has different things, and this is a way to help you figure out what they are and to just become more aware and better aware of what they are so you can do more of them. So yeah, this is a new theme that's getting set up where it's just very basic. It's like a very basic checklist, but you can have them, you can adjust them however you want. If you like things to be more, how do you say, fun, there's other themes. So I use this theme most of the time because I trend towards, it's the ponies theme. I trend towards depression over time and just being overly serious about everything. It's hard for me to remember to have fun, and so if I have a ridiculous theme that has ponies on it, it just makes me laugh because it's silly. So there's all different kinds of themes. You can do a very basic one, and that's what I'm working on, this newest one, which is very practical, basically because I think men have had issues using it because it's too silly. So I'm trying to make something that anyone can use. But yeah, that's basically what it is. And it's free, again. So if you have any interest, or if you don't have any interest, just checking it out and seeing what you think of it is helpful to me. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, what is Claude saying in the background right now? This is pure UI suppression state, doesn't it? I never know when I'm talking to computers what this stuff means. Let's see what this says. Okay. All right. So we're getting this moved along. I think we got to get this new build shipped today, which would be pretty cool. Which would be pretty cool. Which means if it's shipped today, then it would be available, this new theme would be available tomorrow. Apple's been pretty good and Google have been pretty good about approving new updates, so that's cool. Yeah, if I can actually... The hardest thing is once I start making improvements to things, it's like I'll get something knocked out and it's like, well, wait, can we add one more thing in? And it's hard to just stop at a certain point and then just like ship out a new package because there's like dozens of things to be done. And it's like, how do you stop? When do you stop? Okay, so Lovable's working on that right now. Do you know what's funny? Well, funny to me. I thought that Lovable was the stupidest name for like an AI design, like an app to make apps. And then when I went to their event, they were basically talking about how the whole point of Lovable is like, you don't want to just make something functional. People make things all the time that are functional. The whole point is if you want to make something really, really good, you need to make something lovable. And I was like, oh, well, that's actually a pretty good name. Once I heard the reasoning behind it, and I was like, that's pretty catchy, actually. Okay, recurring stream into card. 7 more days after the 3rd show. Okay, that looks good. Computer's working again, that's great. Okay. Hopefully this works okay. Okay, I swear I'm still working right now. The computer's just doing stuff, and I know it looks like I'm not working, but I needed to clip my fingernails anyway, and I know this is kind of like, what, uncouth? Like not high class, but I have to do it. Done. Okay, this is 2 columns. Okay, so that should be good. Is there anything else I want to try and fix today? Hi, welcome. Download the app if you haven't yet, please. Also, a lot of people like it a lot and it's free, so I'm just gonna say that. It's very helpful if you want your life to be a little bit better. Even if your life is great already, a lot of people find it very, very useful, and it's free. A 6-year-old uses it. A 6-year-old uses it. A 66-year-old uses it. People in the United States and Romania and Australia and Germany and France. Anyway, I highly recommend it. Okay, what's another thing I can fix today? I think this is a lot of good fixes for now. So what we're gonna do is take these and we're gonna say, make a new build. Cool. Now we're gonna do this. Okay, I just get pulled in all the new changes from Lovable, so you should be able to see the updated change log and chat history. Can you review that and cross-reference it against our frog? That was weird. Frog stomp tasks and add the appropriate tasks to the verify list artifact. Okay, that worked. So now we want to go like this, clean that, and then we're gonna do this, make a new build. Oh, I wanted to get the new monsters done. Let's see if I can get that made at the same time. I think there may already be a monsters icon generator, image generator, but can you look at the monsters theme, see how we generated those? We may still have a monsters image generator, but instead of having, I think there's like 6 or 10 of those, I want to have 48 of those. So we'd need like another 41 or however many extra to get to 48. Can you generate another batch of those monsters icons that match that same style. Again, we may already have the generator built on one of the pages, so use that if you have it. Oh gosh. Hi. Thanks for joining in. If you haven't downloaded the app yet or checked it out, it's free and the link is right there. A lot of people like it and find it very useful. If you ever find yourself getting stressed out or have issues like getting all your thoughts together, or you like, I don't know, have issues, you like vary between being overwhelmed and stressed or really bored, or you just want a little more structure in your day, you may find it really useful. Anyway, just throwing that out there. It's free. Okay. I think that rainbow thing may be too. They need to be truly background removed, transparent, and G's. Like all the other finished files in the themes. All right, I need to get cracking. If it's already 4:39. Gosh. That's good. finish. Still generating on. finish. Preview. Oh, this shirt feels terrible. Wait, did they just put them in there? There's no way it just did all of that. Well, where are the 42 transparent monster PNGs? Where are they? Ouch. Okay. I don't think anyone's on right now. No, that's perfect. Okay. We can end then.